Hey guys, how's it going? Thuong Cruise here, checking in with... We're here with Thuong. We're going for a nice evening ride here in eastern Nagoya, Japan. And today I'm actually testing out two different camera setups. So let me know what you guys think about them in the comments down below. So the first angle is going to be our standard GoPro on the chest mount. So we get a nice low profile showing you guys the handlebars and my arms. Some of you guys have commented saying you love my arms. Oh geez. And some of you guys have commented saying you prefer the shot without the arms. Let's switch to the other shot. This is the DJI Pocket 2. And this is attached to a backpack strap mount. I'll show a picture of my setup here with both cameras. And with this shot, we shouldn't get any of my arms or obstructions in the way. You get a full nice view of everything that's going on. And the other nice thing about this camera is it has a mechanical gimbal, so it gets really awesome performance in the low light. And it got dark here really fast. We had some nice sunlight just a few minutes ago, and then all of a sudden these storm clouds came in, so I hope it doesn't rain. We're in the middle of typhoon season right now in Japan, so the weather is really unpredictable. It's been raining every single day for the last, over the last whole week. And it's scheduled to rain for most of the next week as well. So we've just been begging for a break from the rain. We finally got it today, but it's a little dark out. That's okay though. But we'll be switching back and forth between the cameras, I think, unless one of the camera angles is completely unusable. I'm kind of worried the Pocket 2 is sticking out a little bit in front of the GoPro, so I hope it doesn't get in the GoPro shot. If it does, I'll probably just be using the Pocket 2 footage for today's ride. If it doesn't, we'll be switching back and forth. So we're actually starting our ride over in Nagakute. A lot of you guys who watch the channel know this is where we're based and where we've lived for the last few years. So we're just going to be riding over into the countryside area a little bit. That's the nice thing about where we live. We're never too far from the countryside, and try and show you guys some slightly different roads. The other nice thing about the Pocket on the backpack mount is I got a higher angle, so I can control and show you guys things that I wouldn't be able to do on the GoPro with the low chest mount angle. Masugu, masugu. And how do both cameras handle with all these turns? The Pocket 2 should be a little bit slower because it's following on the gimbal. We're gonna cross over here. Looks like we got a nice little sweet shop over here. I've never actually been here, but that looks pretty good. So actually I just started my summer vacation. I don't get too much time off of work. I work as an English teacher now, and with my current job, they have a fixed schedule, so I'm not really able to get any time off of work, but they do have some scheduled vacation time throughout the year. And summer break is pretty common here in Japan in August, so I get a nice 2 weeks off, which is pretty nice. Ah, koko hirari ni iko. Let's turn around here. I want to show you guys that road. It's a nice little back road. So yeah, let's go on this road actually. Let's check this out. I love showing you guys these nice little narrow side roads. It's actually, this goes slightly away from the direction I want to ride, but that's okay. This should see some nice cool houses back here. And my wife and I, we actually met at Japanese language classes, which is run by the local volunteers in each city in Japan, or in most cities in Japan anyway. We met at the volunteer center in Nagakute, the city that we live, but they also run the Japanese classes in some of the nearby towns as well. So the next town over to us is Seto, which is a old school kind of town, famous for pottery. But we used to ride there I think it was Thursday night. They had some late night classes like 7:30 to 9 p.m. So for people who are going to study after work. And so we used to ride over to Seto. We take this path. So we've ridden over here many times. Not recently though, because my current work schedule, I work pretty late. I finish most nights like at 9 p.m. But even though we are pretty near the countryside, there are some busy roads back here you got to be careful with. So let's go right here. Oh, we've got some cool, like, what are these? Lotus flowers over here, if you can see them. Of course, there's a giant pothole when I'm turning to show you guys some flowers. Anyway, here we go. We got some of the rice fields over here. And man, I wish the sun would come back out. Check out all these storm clouds you can see in the distance. So this is what we have here to the left. We have this nice open, a fairly open sky. There's some other storm clouds you can see over there, but it's just been constant like rain, nasty weather, which is great for Thuong's channel. Thuong's been very happy that it's been raining.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I can show the video, then,
Yeah, she's been filming a lot of rain videos. So if you haven't checked out Thuong's channel, she films nice walking videos, relaxing walk kind of videos here in Japan. And some of her more popular videos are the rain walk videos. So she's been getting lots of time outside walking in the rain. Otsukaresama desu. Also, we want to do a special shout out to our official cycling clothing sponsor, Santic. So the kits that we're wearing today are actually brand new kits that we just got from Santic. Let's take a close look at Thuong's new kit.
Yeah.
So this is her bright new pink jersey. We've been wearing Santic gear for the last like 3 years on this channel. We love wearing their gear. We recommend it to all of our fans, and we've gotten lots of comments from you guys who've ordered Santic stuff, who wear Santic stuff and love it. So thanks again to our sponsor Santic for providing us with awesome cycling gear for us on our rides. We really love it. And we also got some new shorts, and these shorts are interesting because they actually have a side pocket here. We don't have anything in there right now, but it is pretty nifty if you want to just store your like phone in there or some snacks in there. I'm not sure how solid it is when you're riding, but at least when you're like walking around and you just want to store something for quick access. Also, we want to show you guys my kit, but as you can see, I'm covered with gear right now. Anyway, this is the GoPro here on the chest mount. This is my backpack mount, which I attached to the DJI Pocket 2. So these are the two angles that we're working with. And this is my external microphone. So we record this separately and then sync it later. We get a lot of questions about this. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on with our ride.
let's go.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3. All right, continuing on with our ride. Luckily, we've got our lights out and we've been testing out these cameras with a night ride setup. And I think we should be pretty good to get some good footage with this camera, especially the DJI Pocket 2. You'll really notice the difference with the GoPro in the night footage. Oh man, check that out. They got a horse statue over there. That's actually right over here. I've never noticed this before. Normally when I come this way, I'm with like a fast group ride and we're all like sprinting by. So there's the stallion. Man, this is like either some like really rich house or some kind of building. I'm not sure. I didn't read any of the signs. But we're not going to stick around here for too long. Let's keep going. So we got the giant Morikoto Park Ferris wheel over there. And I just love these back Japanese countryside roads. It's so peaceful riding back here. And yeah, we're not doing like a serious hardcore ride today or anything, just a casual, relaxing ride. We actually got our, in case you're wondering why we have our tennis shoes on, that's because Thuong does film a lot of walking videos and she uses her mountain bike to get around to different areas. So she doesn't want to have to carry extra shoes because that's extra weight when she's walking around. So that's why we're on the flat pedals today. Normally when we go on our longer rides, we'll be using the mountain bike pedals. Right. Dochidemo. There's some really nice houses back here though. We also get asked a lot about like what are the average prices for some of these houses. And things are a little bit cheaper out here because this is more kind of the countryside area. So the prices get a lot more expensive once you're in the more condensed areas. But I would say a lot of these houses, like it's hard to say with the older ones because actually the land value is more valuable than the actual house value. Old Japanese houses don't hold much value. It's just the real estate or the land property that holds value. But I'd say the average house price around our area starts at about like $200,000 on the low end and upwards to like $1 million for some of these houses, I'm sure, with the average kind of being around like $300,000-$400,000. But that gets cheaper the further east you go, the further away from the city you get. There are some places that you can get for free actually, called the actiom, and that's actually because the cost to like demolish the building and do all the renovations that are necessary, it doesn't end up being free. You actually spend quite a bit of money throughout that whole process to make it livable. And the reason they're free is because the previous owners don't want to like acknowledge ownership, or they maybe inherited it from like their parents or something. Natsukashi. This is Thuong-chan's old bike commute. So she used to come over here every day. She used to be a daily bike commuter, but she's been off of work for quite a while now, working on other personal projects now, growing her YouTube channel, studying English. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go right here, Migi. We're gonna climb up the hill. It's really funny, when Thuong used to work, she worked at a factory, so with lots of migrant workers from other more poor countries, and they'd always go over this hill because they live in the same dorm together, and most of them would always be walking. But Thuong was a beast. She'd always ride her bike straight up this from Mamachari, and this is a pretty steep hill. Nothing special for Japan though. These hills are pretty common. Oh yeah, it's getting really dark back here now. Maybe time to turn on the lights. Oh, this is a cool little shop or cafe. Cafe gallery. Oh, we get a nice view. Meter? Yes. Let's go check this out. I'm not sure whose property this is, but sumimasen. It's always fun when you find a nice little hill with a view. Check out those massive dark clouds over there though. I really hope it doesn't start pouring on us. We don't have our waterproof bags today. So, mainichi ame da ne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy.
I'm sorry, but I'm so happy.
Rainy day. Rain walk.
Rain walk, yeah.
Yeah.
I can share many rain video. Rain walk video, and yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Thuong's English is getting really good. No. Let us know if you guys want to see interview style video. We can do an interview for Thuong-chan in English. Maybe if you guys have any questions you wanted her to answer, let us know in the comments, and if there's enough people interested. How many likes do we need? 1,000 likes?
No, yes, so easy.
So easy.
Yeah.
1,000 likes, English Q&A.
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe. Okay, maybe if we get 1,000 likes on this video and you guys ask some interesting questions, we'll do an English Q&A for Thuong. Anyway, please give the video a like, help support this goal in getting Thuong to speak English for an entire video. That'll be really fun. Anyway, let's continue on with the ride.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Go.
Masaga. All right, here we are riding by our local IKEA. In case anyone's wondering the time, it's only about 6 p.m. here in Japan, but it gets really dark here, even in the summer. The most late, like the brightest it stays here is about 7 p.m. and that's about when the sun starts to set in like the peak of the summer. So that's one thing I really personally don't like about living here in Japan, is just the early sunset. It gets dark so early, and if you finish work, you want to go for an evening ride, you most of the time end up doing night rides. But at the same time, it's extremely hot here in Japan in the summer, so I don't mind doing the night rides as much actually. But I do enjoy my sunlight rides as well. All right, let's test out these cameras going a little bit faster. もうちょっと早く行ける? Okay, Thuong's gonna do the lead out. I'm just curious how much this camera moves around when we're putting up more effort, moving our body a bit more. Don't forget to wave to Mr. E.T. over here. We're back on the main road now, on the bike highway. Surprisingly, a lot of people driving west today, driving into the countryside. I guess because it is summer vacation right now for everyone, not just for schools, but also for like normal companies. They usually have at least 1 week off of work. They call it the Obon Yasumi. So maybe that's why a lot of people are visiting family out in the countryside. There goes the Linimo train. That's the maglev. How are the cameras holding up on these bumps, by the way? Oh, another interesting thing we bought recently, we bought some new insulated bottles. So I've avoided buying these for the last few years because they're really expensive, but this year I caved and we ended up buying some, and really glad we did. They're totally worth it. They keep your drinks nice and cool in the hot weather, so I wish we'd have done that a little bit earlier, but we got a purple one for Thuong, an orange one for me. So that's one of our exciting recent purchases. Here's one of the Linimo stations right here. Whoop. Whoop. Ah, Nani? Oh. The only problem is the bottle's a little bit too big for Thuong's frame.
Yeah. Oh, like giddy giddy.
It barely fits in there. It's okay though. Okay, GoPro battery has officially died. So I've been filming with both of these simultaneously for the entire ride so far. And that's another big advantage of the Pocket 2, is the battery life is a lot longer. However, with the GoPro, we can change the batteries, replace them with new ones. So I've got like 5 different GoPro batteries, and we can get a total of like a couple hours of continuous footage. We just need to stop and replace the batteries every once in a while. The DJI Pocket 2, on the other hand, we can film about like an hour, hour and a half of 4K video. However, once the battery is dead, then there's nothing we can do. We have to recharge it. Supposedly, you can keep it continuously like plugged into a power bank or something, but I have heard that some people experience like overheating issues with that. So that is another important thing to know between these two cameras. This is another new building they're building over here for Tokyo Interior. They have another one pretty nearby, but it's a lot smaller than this. This is massive. This is going to be really cool. That's the other nice thing about this area, is because there's so much open space, they're able to develop like those big real estate projects. That's why we have right over here an Aeon shopping mall, a Royal Home Center. We just passed the IKEA over there, and we have the Toyota Museum. So there's lots of cool, like big, giant attractions over here. That's one of the fun things about living on the edge of the city. That's modernizing and developing and expanding into the open areas. So this is one of the more modern areas in Japan. I think actually Nagate City is like ranked as one of the top like 3 most livable places and the most young population in Japan. So like young families, a lot of them want to move here and live here. Thuong's ready to go. What? So our last night ride test video, we filmed when it was really dark outside. Man, I don't know why this car just like intentionally pulls out when obviously they're not going to be able to go with all these cars coming. But yeah, so the last night ride video we filmed, it was like 11 p.m. It was pitch black outside, and the camera performed really well in those conditions. So now, where it's still like a little bit of light outside, it hasn't completely been sunset yet, I can sort of see the preview screen of the camera while I'm riding, which is really cool. I can check and make sure everything is looking a-okay. So I have pretty high expectations. I think this is the new golden setup. We don't have to use the chest mount. We ride with a backpack almost all of our rides now anyway, so it's not intrusive at all. And we should get some really nice stable footage. Let's get that. Yeah, a lot of these cars will just pull out and just like barely give any time to stop. We should. So that's one of the dangerous things about a lot of cars being out right now. Oh, here you go. Thuong's favorite restaurant, McDonald's. Come to think of it, it's almost September. Wow. So McDonald's actually has a special seasonal burger every September. That's called the Skimmy burger. It's a burger with an egg on top of it, basically. And it's my favorite burger in like Japan. It's my favorite seasonal burger. Here we go. This is the Giant shop. I wonder if they've got any new 2022 models in the shop right now. We'll have to come back here. We did film a bike shop tour here a couple years ago.
Hamburger, bike, good.
Good. Good combination. Yeah.
Listen.
So this is like the best intersection, she's saying, because they've got hamburgers over there, they got bikes over here. That's true though. There aren't many better combinations than bikes and hamburgers. Yeah, we are really blessed to be living in this awesome area. We got sushi here, we got a bookstore there, we've got an udon shop here. We've got so many cool shops. Not to brag, but we don't go to these places too often actually, because Thuong is a pro cook and she cooks some awesome food. So we usually stay in and eat at the Thuong's restaurant in our home kitchen. But let us know what you guys think. This is some pretty common roads for us, and probably if you've watched our channel for a while, you've seen these roads quite often. But let us know what you guys think of the new camera setup and seeing them like on the bike at night with good stabilization. I think it should give a new, like, fresh look at a familiar area. Here's another big shopping mall over here, the Apita Mall. But yeah, we're getting pretty close back to our home right now, and I think we're going to finish up this video here pretty soon. Looking at the camera preview screen though, we definitely have more than half of the battery remaining, and I may cut out some small parts on this video, but I think we've been filming continuously for at least like 20 or 30 minutes or so, and we still easily got more than like 2/3, if not more, of the battery left, so we can keep continuing this ride. But we actually got to get home and start preparing for tonight's dinner. Let us know if you guys want to see more night ride videos like this. Let us know which camera you prefer and which angle you prefer. Do you like the GoPro on the chest mount with my arms, or do you prefer no cruise arms and we just go with the DJI on the backpack mount? Let us know what you prefer. All right, we're gonna finish up this video here. Thanks as always for watching, guys. A special thank you to our awesome supporters on Patreon. We wouldn't be able to continue filming these videos if it wasn't for your support. Also, a big thank you to our awesome sponsor, Santic. go check out some of their kits. We'll leave a link down to their new website down below, so you can check out the kit that Chun's wearing, you can check out the kit that I'm wearing. That's it for today, guys. We'll see you next time here on Two Wheel Cruise.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.